Hey, I'm Kev Stone. Welcome back to MotoGP 20 as we're into the second half of the season and we're around the Automotodrome Brno in the Czech Republic. And Shorter's at the top in practice, but just 8,000 seconds ahead of Stone. He's got a very good feel on the bike round here. He's got Marini, Bezzecchi, Della Porta, Rose, Nakashima, Luti, Baschini, Di Gianantonio, Fernandez, Baldassari, Burger and Navarro in those all-important top 14 spots with Ramirez in last once again in practice. So joining us in qualifying 2 will be Andy Kazma, Canet and Remy Gardner as well. So here Stone goes in for qualifying, 2 possible laps around this long Brno circuit, one of the longest on the calendar time-wise and length-wise. And he really chucked the bike at the first corner, he chucked it a bit too much, but again there are multiple lines through the corner. That's all 58-2 from Fernandez, he's got the match. Big step up from practice, as it should be in qualifying. But Stone does seem to be good in the first sector, as demonstrated by that red sector. Second sector he loses a bit, third as well, and then in the fourth, pretty similar. But yeah, the bike does feel much better rounded in the Kimi ring though, so expect to be much more competitive in the race. This is probably one of the corners why he's not as competitive in this middle sector. That left-hander. Really got to hug it like your favourite granny. As you can see, 2 tenths down to Fernandez now. That's not too bad though, only lost a couple of tenths in that middle sector. And you've got this crazy downhill right-hander. Try and get on power as early as possible, then uphill through the chicane. Well, you slow down for the first part. And then through the second, you're just trying to line it up so you can accelerate and go up horsepower hill. And see, similar in the second sector, so he's got a chance here of pole. The Stone as he goes into the penultimate corner. And in the final corner. Just a slight lift, just get on the power as early as you can as you run towards the line. And oh, less than a tenth of pole. You kidding? As Fernandez holds on for Mark VDS, Stone and then Luti rounds out the front right ahead of Bezzecchi, Schrotter and Baldassari. You've got Di Gianantonio, Della Porta and Burger for an all-Italian third right ahead of fellow countryman Marini. And you've got Navarro, Gardner, Kazmuddin, Yos and Andy. And then it's Nakashima, Baschini and Canet on the 6th row. So for Brno, the track temperature tends to be a bit higher. Yeah, it's mediums, it says. So I'll probably have to go medium for the race. And having that soft tyre really does help actually on the front end. As you see, you do attack the corners with the front end quite a lot around here. Shall we go for soft medium then? And then for fuel, we need a lot of it. But maybe not 10 laps worth, probably 9 laps worth, because as you see, they're quite long straights round here. We'll probably lose power to quite a lot, but then we can put it down to power 1 or even 0 for that second sector. So for the starting grid, then everyone's going hard, of course. Hard mediums, mediums. Hard mediums for Fernandez and Bezzecchi there. Medium hards. Soft hard for Baschini. We probably should have gone soft hard, actually. That's what we did in Moto3, wasn't it, round there? Did Stone. So, maybe missed a trick there. Medium hards, hard mediums for Ramirez. So here's Stone revving up then as we wait for the lights to go out for 7 laps here. In the Czech Republic. He gets a massive launch in third gear ahead of Fernandez as we go towards the first corner. And somebody already down, Di Gianantonio. And someone else as well, Sir, not all the speed up buddies are going. And they got Canet and Navarro left. And looks like Stone leading. His first sector's Ramirez up to 20 ahead of Corsi. Maybe today is the day for Marcos as Fernandez down to 6th, back with Schrotter as he got Baldassari behind. Just a couple of tenths back from a teammate of Fernandez as they'll pull up the 12th head of teammate Ashlini. Ramirez up to 90th ahead of Verge now. There's Luti staying in third, having a decent start. And Ramirez up to 18th. Or 19th now. As this is where Stone lost it last season, but a good line through there. There's teammates from Rini and Bezecchi battle over fourth. Outside battling hard with Luti. Stone with a quarter second lead. Remember, he's just got to survive in that middle sector. There's no right tape ahead of those. Help is coming, Stone. That's where he loses quite a lot of time. His last two sectors are alright as Fernandez up to fourth ahead of Bezecchi. Here's up to 70th of Gardner. Oh, the Spaniard really wants some points today. Decent to the top 20 have Canet. Has to get 3/10 on Baldassari. It's into the final couple of corners. Var and those still at it. A short end to the top ahead of Bezecchi. He's going to be slightly slipping down the order in the second half of that. It's the Italian. Especially ahead of Burger, guarding 18th ahead of Pontus. Stone leads ahead of Baldassari, Marini, Fernandez, Shirota, Bezecchi, those, Luti down to 8th, Navarro, and then Kazma rounds out the top 10. That's a good exit from the first corner for Stone. Top 10 locked together at the moment. And Shirota making moves while his teammate falls down the order. Now Marini up to second. Still at Bezecchi back up to 7th. Oh, the Luti's now on the move as Baldassari's falling back. There's this left-hander where, what was it, Mazia wasn't on the first lap last year. With Fog on the outside, the two Leopards sandwiched Stone there. As they made it through, Fog, it went down. Effectively ended his title chances, did the Italian, as Marini with the move. Good move into the right hander from the Italian, but does it before long straights, don't can easily get back by. And now Marini down. Someone else comes in for the attack. Down to Marini. You go too wide on the outside. Because if you do, because it's downhill, very tricky to brake for. If you go too hard on the outside, you can end up in the gravel. As it's Sam Lowe's batting for the lead. It's got Fernandez there, Shirota. Ramirez up to 40, Garza, it's happening. It's across the line for the second time. It's Lowe's, Shirota. Fernandez, Luti, Bezecchi, Navarro, Kazma. Oh, and those with the hit. Baldassari and Roberts rounds out the top 10 as the two Mark VDS make their fray through. Stone got a massive bat on his hands here. Oh, as he gets hit. As he's getting swarmed here by the Mark VDS's and Bezecchi. As Lowe's getting away in the lead. So Mark VDS 1-2. Bonds in 15th at Garza. Stone keeping close in this section though is pretty good. He has a look at Bezecchi. A Marini corner, that is not a good move from Stone. Lucky they both survived that. Goes slightly wide in the middle sector. Surring down again. We're doing Havies and Chantra as well. This goes with 59 flat. Dominated Stones that time, was 2 seconds quicker than that. It's the Brit. Of course, he's won at Moto2 level before his lows in his first stint at this level. Stone clinging to hang on here. The top three. That's leading into the top 5 ahead of Navarro. Let's get into the second half of the race here in the Czech Republic. This man's battling with teammate Corsi on the MV Augustus for 21st. And Bezzecchi takes a little look back. Should be happy with the gap, the Italian. So around that half-second mark. Nuti putting Stone under pressure. As Ramirez up to 12 and a Baldassari. It definitely is happening for the Spaniard then. A short into the top 10 of Della Porta. You see how much Stone does gain in that kind of third sector. That's around the outside of Bezzecchi. It's a penultimate corner, great move. Now can he catch up to the Mark VDS? Chaps in the lead, 59, 8, 58, 9 from those. The Brit on a tear at the moment. Backed up well by teammate Fernandez. But Stone now leading that charge in third. The gap, a second and a half. It's going to be very tough to close that down as Saliti up ahead of Bezzecchi now. As Ramirez up to 11 ahead of Shirota. Marcus looking for top 10 points. They've been nowhere near the whole season so far. Going to see a new Ramirez in the second half of the season. Gap almost 2 seconds as they're Porter up to 10th. Battling with Ramirez. There's Bezzecchi now behind Navarro. And Kazmuddin up to 6th ahead of Bezzecchi. Well, the Italian had a poor couple of laps here. Joe Roberts up to 8th. Go up to 19th ahead of Dixon. Looks like the Italian finally finding some pace this race. Yeah, they're stuck in the 58s at the front. Stone trying to get into the 59s. This man's in the top 20 of the Bulloga. Corsi, his teammate battling with Canet over 22nd. On this penultimate lap here, Roberts up to 7th ahead of Bezzecchi now. Gap 2.3 in front. It's going to be a Mark VDS day here. Who's going to round out the podium? Is it going to be Stone or Luthi? Remember, Luthi, he's consistent score, but it's only in the last, 5 races? Didn't begin the year too well. So he's not exactly in the title hunt. Same for those who's winning and Fernandez. They've been a bit too inconsistent the first half of the season. At least at the moment. Never know if that changes in the second half of the year. Has Schwartz up to 12th ahead of Del Porter. Vergain 25th battling with Ben Snyder. It's in his former team 1-2. It's Garner into the points head of Baldassari. So Nakashima down. From a top 10 place, taking Bastianini with him. No! That means Baldassari back into the points. He's gone to the final out those for 58.5. Stone consistent around the 2-minute mark. He's got Luthi on his tail, and it's Navarro, Roberts, and Kazma. A bit further back. But it's a 2-horse race for this final podium spot. And Sam Lowes has just taken the lead and just ran with it. Probably ahead of his teammate. He's got the measure of Stone's pace and Luthi as well. .7 gap in front. 0.6 behind. As Scar's up to 14th ahead of Baldassari. Ramirez up to 8th ahead of Bezzecchi. Bloody hell, Marcos. He didn't just want a point today, he wanted a bundle of them. As Garzo up to 13th ahead of Del Porter. Dixon just outside the points in 70. Roberts into the top 5 ahead of Navarro. We've seen some amazing rides further down the order. Not just for the lead and for the win. But Roberts in the top 5 for the American. Ramirez with his first points of the season. And Sam Lowes with his first win of the season, it looks like. And a Mart VDS 1-2. Incredible. And for Stone, from the middle of the second row, or front row should I say, from second. He'll definitely take another podium. After not having the pace in Finn, he didn't have the pace here for Vichy, but he definitely had front running pace. As him and Luthi have got a bit of a gap to 5th behind. As Bezzecchi up to 9th ahead of Shirota. He's through the final corner. Run towards the line as Sam Lowes wins. Fernandez second, Stone in third. Good job clinging on there. As Lowes, the only rider into the 58s, wins by 4.5 seconds ahead of Fernandez, with Stone in third, 3.3 seconds behind the Spaniard, and almost a second ahead of Luthi at the line. And then Roberts with a brilliant 5th place ahead of Navarro by over a second, with Kazma in 7th. Ramirez finally off the mark in 8th. A brilliant ride through the field ahead of Shirota and Bezzecchi, Pons, Gardner, Nakashima, Garzo, and Del Porter. Rounds out the point scores, but under a second ahead of Baldassari. And then Dixon, Manzi, Martin, Corsi. As we've got quite a few retirements, but Bastianini, Chantra, Marini, who did run wide through that right hand it showed on the replays, and then Dijan Antonio right at the start. So in the Riders Championship, Stone leads by 40 points now ahead of Navarro, who's up to second ahead of Marini by 10 points. And you've got Bezzecchi in 4th, Luthi up to 5th ahead of Nakashima. Big runner in the top 10 now is Fernandez up to 7th ahead of Baldassari. Shirota with Bastianini down to 10th, but biggest winner overall is Lowes with his victory up to 11th ahead of Del Porter, Gardner and Dijan Antonio. With Martin ran out the top 15. It's another big winner. Roberts up 5 places. And Kazma up 4 as well, up to 18th and 21st respectively. And look who's got points now. Everyone has got points now. So Ramirez up to 29th with 8 of them, ahead of Sorin and Alvergate in last. So in the Teams Championship, Sky Racing Team VR46 lead the way by 39 points to the Speed Up Racing. The Liquid Mighty intact in third, 12 points ahead at Oakley Team Moto2. But the big winners in the constructors are Mark VDS, of course, the 1-2 into the top 5, just 7 points behind Oakley Team and 6 ahead of Red Bull IO. And they've got Teo Trans down to 7th. And also big winners American Racing with Joe Roberts up 4 places from the bottom, actually. They're ahead of Petronas Sprinter, Honda Team Manager, MV Augusta and NTS.
While he was hoping for a win today, third place is still a good result when you're up against riders of this calibre.
As he's getting all the reputation once again. His Stone actually went down. It went down for qualifying, it said. What? As perfect on everything. Like I said, the bike really did handle well around here in Brno. As we see the developments then, so 2 weeks left on the frame. Can we do anything with the engine yet? Doesn't look like it. And it looks like we still need slightly more so we can improve the delivery of the engine, it looks like. We've got fuel consumption, enhanced extension, improves the power and the torque, and fuel consumption reduction again. But yeah, we've almost got the frame fully developed though. That will be next. And then of course we almost got the electronics fully developed, and then we can just focus on the engine of the last kind of third of the season then. So next up, as it's a back-to-back, before that, we've got some technical stuff to review. Oh, an S. Haven't seen an S before. Okay, we're not interested in you, Mario. Interested in you, though. Don't have many credits, unfortunately. I don't think I can afford you at the moment. Maybe when we go up to MotoGP, we start looking at Hirioto there. So next up is the My World Motorrad Grand Prix von Österreich, as we're at the Red Bull Ring in Spielberg, Austria. Very high-speed circuit. Well, lots of straights, lots of very slow corners though for the motorbike. So we'll see if Stone can continue speeding up his championship lead the next time. So thanks for watching, and we'll find out then.